Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ali and today we are doing the 6th musical book tag. With it being the 6th musical readathon, I thought that this was the perfect time to do this tag. I was tagged months ago when Cara from Wild Book Garden created this tag. She's also one of the hosts for the readathon, and she co-created it with one of the other hosts, Hannah from Snow White Reader. So these are all based on the songs from the musical. If you haven't listened to it yet, I highly recommend that you do because it's incredible and just amazing. And also on the day that I'm filming this, it was just announced that the musical is coming to Melbourne next year in April, so I'm super excited, and my best friend Angel and I are already planning to go probably multiple times. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. Number 1 is Ex-Wives, which is a female-centered retelling, and if you don't read retellings, historical. So with this one, I kind of went a little different. I went with more like figures that I like to read about. So I have 2 different women. So I have, of course, Mary Shelley. So I've got this little People Big Dreams one, and then this one, which is just like a biography sort of thing. And I also really enjoy reading about Ada Lovelace. I've read a couple of things about her now. I don't know what it is about these 2 women, but I find them fascinating, and their lives are incredible, and I just enjoy reading about them. Number 2 is No Way, which is a character with strong convictions that you admire. I went with Morrigan Crow from Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. I think that she's definitely finding herself in these books. She's only a young girl, but I just think that she does have a very strong moral code, and she'll do anything for her friends that have kind of become her family. In that way, she kind of reminds me a little bit of Lyra from His Dark Materials, but I don't know. I find Morrigan Crow, she's a bit sarcastic, she's a bit sassy, she's witty, and I really appreciate that. And I think she's definitely going to grow. The first 2 books are out, the 3rd one comes out next year. So I'm really interested to see how she's going to grow in that one. Number 3 is Don't Lose Your Head, which is a character who makes terrible choices, but you can't help them but love them anyway. So I'm pre-filming this a few weeks ahead, and I'm currently reading Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. And I definitely think that Alex Stern makes some terrible choices. There was actually a moment that she pretty much had a choice whether to like go ahead with her life and do this thing that was probably going to really help her, or follow the murder. And I was like, you know what? I'd read that other book. Like, I'd read the book of her just being like having a good time and, you know, going about her life at Yale without all this crazy stuff. Like, as much as I enjoyed the crazy stuff, I was like, you know what? If she made that decision, I would respect that. Like, that's the decision that I would make. Screw all this, like, secret society stuff. No, I'm gonna be the one, like, sitting in the university library reading. Number 4 is Heart of Stone, which is a non-canon OTP, or a canon OTP that you feel didn't get enough screen time, page time. This is the main romance in this book. It Sounded Better in My Head by Nina Kenwood. So they had a lot of page time, but they're just so cute that I could have had it all of every book in the world, and it probably wouldn't have been enough. They were just so adorable. Number 5 is House of Holborn. This is a translation. I think they're all supposed to be about women. I didn't write down the exact wording for this one, but The Little Girl in the Ice Floe by Adelaide Bonn. You guys have heard me talk about this in a kind of recent video, I guess now, where I shared my recommendations for non-fiction November. This is translated from the French. Really great book. I will leave that video down below if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about this one. Number 6 is Get Down, which is a character to get down with, and you can, take that any way that you want, hang out with, party with, date, etc. I actually picked an author that I think would be amazing to get a drink with. Actually, 2 authors that I would really like to get a drink with, and I think they would really I don't know, I feel like they'd get along. And that is Helen Garner and Margaret Atwood. I think it would just be they're both kind of older women, and they've been around as writers for a while now, and I just think that they would be incredible mentors. And yeah, just to have a drink with them and to listen to them talk would just be incredible. So Helen Garner does live in Melbourne. But I think they'd just be really fun too, because their books are quite serious, but I think they both have kind of a witty, smart humor about them, and I just think it would be a great time. Number 7 is All You Want to Do, which is my favourite song from the musical, not gonna lie, which is a book that would have been better without a romance, or a character that was kind of defined by their romance. I went with The Poet X by Elizabeth Ace Vito. I just didn't really like the romance in this book, and I get why it happened, for character development and things, but I just honestly would have been happy for her to just go about being a poet and being a badass, and she didn't need a romance to make this book more interesting. I really do think it would have been better without it. Number 8 is I Don't Need Your Love, which is an underrated author, Maxine Bember-Clark, because she's kind of well loved here in Australia, but nowhere else as far as I know. And she's just such an incredible author. She wrote The Hate Race, she wrote Foreign Soil, and she writes across a few genres. She writes poetry, she writes children's books, and she is just hilarious on Twitter, and I just love her, and I just want more people to love her. So if you haven't read anything by her, I would highly recommend it. Like I said, she writes across a few different genres, so there's probably going to be something of hers that you enjoy, and I think she's just incredible. And number 9, final one, 6, which is Favourite Girl Squats. So I'm going with Girls with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young. This is a kind of dystopian, a little bit oh my god, I've forgotten the name of the book I wanted to compare this to, and the author. I can think of her, Louise O'Neill, there we go, and her book that I can't remember. What is it called? Not Asking for It, but the other one. It's a little bit like that, but this has definitely got more girl power and a sense of hope to it. I think this is probably a strange one, but I think that the way that these girls really love and support each other and protect one another is incredible, and I really, really admire that. I kind of struggled to think of other books that I enjoyed that had representations of like girl squads, because a lot of them are just like one or two girls as well as the main character. So yeah, that one. Also, this book, ironically, or not ironically, was a present from my best friend Angel, who is like, we have a girl squad and it's just the two of us. So that was this tag. I kind of tried to be a little bit royal. Yeah. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope if you're participating in the readathon that you're enjoying it. Thank you to Cara and Hannah for creating this tag and the readathon. And again, thank you to Cara for tagging me in it. And now I'm gonna go put on my pajamas and look like a trash fire. But this was cool. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a few days' time with my next video. Bye.